Yo, what is good? What's going on, people? You hanging out with producer, songwriter, and engineer Shot SALAAM. I'm in the studio today working on a mix, of course. So, you know, we listen to a record, it goes by, it's 4 minutes long, and what goes into that 4 minutes is a lot of work. The song already sounds dope. It was recorded here by one of my clients. I would say for the most part, there's no sound within the track that I don't actually do something with. Either I'm EQing it, and or compress it. So our bass is gonna beef that kick up automatically, and then I can pick what frequency I want to boost. So I like 70 hertz is a good place for me on a lot of times with the kicks. So early in the game, for me, it's my job to figure out what is one of the main melodies in this track. For me, it's pretty obvious that this is one of the main melodies in the track because it carries. The first thing I try to do is draw all the sounds out. Make them all, exaggerate all the sounds and bring them all out so you can hear their characteristics. Off the bat, I can just put a stock compressor on it, Pro Tools compressor on it, and just fatten it up, just so I can bring it out and hear it. You can use the stereo, the S1, a stereo imager, and kind of, it'll make the sound a little wider. So immediately I want to fatten up this sound too. So I put a little compression on it just for a minute so I can draw it out, like I said. Brought the sound up. This synth has the ability to kind of carry a bass energy to it. So I'm gonna boost around 100 hertz. Yeah, see? The thing of it is like we consume music a lot differently. Everybody's consuming music on iPods, computers, smaller speakers. Vocal alignment for me can take 3-4 hours. People would say this process may be only important when it comes to a singer. And I don't believe that, you know what I mean? We have the technology to do amazing editing.
They can't keep me down too long. Look at all these things that my pocket is swallowed. Now look at all these bullshit that I do wrong. They can't keep me down.
And the vocals were tracked through this Neve 1073 clone vintage audio and the Neumann TLM 103. So as far as vocally, just adding a little bit of high end. I boosted around 8 hertz, and then I rolled off, just rolled off down, everything under 85 hertz. So like this part, for instance, when the chorus is about to end, the second verse, you can barely hear the words. But the other thing we could do is we can mess around with the instruments. Rather than cutting the instruments, I'm going to use the verify effect to kind of make that record slow down sound. Let's apply it one time. The point is to kind of, let's see if we can duck the instruments out of the way for a minute and hear the first couple of words of the second verse. Okay, y'all, we entering phase 3, the final phase of my mix. All my outputs of my interface going into the Black Lion. From the Black Lion, the output of the Black Lion goes into the JDK audio inputs of the bus compressor. The outputs of the bus compressor go right back into input 7 and 8 in Pro Tools. And these are the 2 channels that I'm going to be monitoring the sound. Analog summing does 2 things for me. For one, it gives you headroom. All of a sudden I have a lot more headroom and I can get a lot more bang out of the instruments and vocals in the mix. So I'm gonna put my threshold, usually put it around 0, and then my ratio on the master fader usually is about 1.5 to 1. You're doing that compression pretty much to, like I said, to glue all those elements together, so that way you don't have parts popping out wild. Everything sounds very smooth within a particular dynamic range. It has a feature called thrust, which allows you to kind of bring back in some of the high-end information that sometimes is lost when you're compressing. So I'm gonna go ahead and print the mix off, and you know, from there take a listen. Now I'll listen obviously on my monitor speakers. I'll take a listen on my iPod. I'll take a listen on a little smaller radio and just really, you know, analyze the mix. But I think I got a nice mix. So from here, cool, so thanks for checking me out. You're hanging out with your boy Shot SALAAM, and peace.
And shorty want a future, all I got is come to give her. I smashed all of her friends, cause all them bitches look better. New Panamera, I keep it spinning like David Guetta. And they can't keep me down like some kids in the bed too early. I keep two girls like Jack, now here come Mr. Shirley. They can't keep me down, I'm too bored. They can't keep me down, I'm too bored. Look at all these things, got my pocket jeans swallowed. Now look at all these